They said Gucci Mane isn't really Gucci Mane. That's Hobson. They gave him plastic surgery to become Gucci Mane. And now they saying Damar Hamlin isn't Damar Hamlin. And if you ever watched the TV show The Boys, you know about Noir. You know how Noir died, but they had somebody else come back to play him. That's crazy.
Yeah, free Gucci. You thinking what I'm thinking? Man, some ain't right. Gucci, is you in there? If so, blank's right.
Get in here, quick! So it looks like those wild rumors about Gucci Mane being cloned might not be just internet talk after all. Kanye West just jumped in and spilled some shocking details about what really went down. And it's absolutely insane. Word is the real Gucci Mane supposedly passed away years ago while locked up, and his wife, Keisha, is allegedly acting as his handler, getting paid to keep the new Gucci under control. No wonder people say she's always managing his social media and keeping a tight grip on everything he does. Gucci's ex, M. Breezy, and even Nicki Minaj tried to warn everyone about this years ago, but nobody took them seriously. Folks just brushed them off like they were losing it. But apparently this whole cloning theory goes way back to 2013, right around the time Gucci had that legendary Twitter meltdown that had the whole industry shook.
Him.
Cause girl, you don't even know the real Gucci. Y'all think y'all know the real Gucci. Y'all don't know the real Gucci. That nigga parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. That's not him. I don't know where the fuck, honestly. Like, last time I seen Gucci was at Patchwork Studio in 2010. Cold Blooded was there. Was Mojo there? Yeah, I think Mojo, Cold Blooded. Like, that's the last time I saw Gucci in the flesh, but even that was...
Back then, he was calling out everyone in sight, and he didn't hold back on anybody. He came for Yo Gotti, Nicki Minaj, Waka Flocka, T.I., Angela Yee, French Montana, Tyga, Birdman, and even Black China. It was chaos online. Gucci even kicked Waka out of Brick Squad, claiming he was being disloyal. And it didn't stop there. Gucci dropped wild claims about Nicki and Angela, saying all kinds of things that had the internet spinning. Not long after all that drama, he got arrested in Atlanta. Police said they got a bunch of calls about him acting erratic and threatening people in traffic. That's when the clone Gucci rumors really started catching fire. Fans swore the man who came out of jail didn't look, talk, or move the same as the one who went in. Something just didn't add up. When the cops finally showed up to arrest Gucci, things went left fast. Reports say he charged straight at them before they managed to take him down. Wild, right? Once they got him in custody, they found some hard substances and a firearm on him. But this wasn't Gucci's first time running into trouble with the law. Nah, this was just the one that finally got him locked up for real. Before that, he had already been arrested for cracking a man over the head with a champagne bottle at a nightclub in Atlanta. So when he went to court this time, it was clear the judge had seen enough.
She made a whole song demanding the real Gucci's body to be released. She said something wasn't right about him.
They called him a repeat offender who needed to sit down for a while and get himself together.
I've been personally playing for about 8 years now. It started around around Illmind 5 when that came out, because the song was so big, and they told me I had to kind of sacrifice something. They said you're gonna have to pay it back because he just put this information out there, and this is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society. So they told me that if I don't do these list of things, then they're going to hurt my family. It was like an all-white room, and they opened one of the doors, and it had a Gucci suit. A Gucci bodysuit. And I said, oh no, please don't tell me that is what I think it is. They said, yeah.
Gucci got sentenced to 3 years and 3 months behind bars, but he only ended up serving about 2 years. All thanks to time credits and good behavior. Now, the story we were told is that he used that time inside to turn his life around. At least, that's what they said. Whether that's the full truth or not, well, that's a whole other conversation. Because according to the official version, Gucci started reflecting while he was locked up. He claimed the reason for all his wild behavior was his heavy lean addiction, something he had been battling for over a decade. He even came out with a heartfelt message after getting out, saying, "Woke up the other day out of this hospital bed, and I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of my behavior that was brought to my attention. I just want to man up right now and take this time to apologize to my family, friends, the industry, and most of all, my fans. I'm sorry. I've been drinking lean for 10 plus years, and I must admit it has destroyed me. I want to be the first rapper to admit it. I'm addicted to lean, and that stuff ain't no joke. That confession shocked fans everywhere. It felt real, emotional, and raw. But some people couldn't help but wonder, was that really him talking? Gucci even went on to say, I can barely remember all the things I've done and said. However, there's no excuse. I'm currently incarcerated, but I will be going to rehab because I need help. I want to thank everyone who has stood by me during this difficult time. Please keep me in your prayers. That message had people feeling for him. It sounded like a man ready to change his life for real. By the time he got out, though, the transformation was shocking. Gucci looked like a brand new person, slimmer, clean-cut, and calm. He had quit all the substances, detoxed, and even started working out hard. But the new image had fans whispering that something just didn't sit right. That's when the clone theories really started going wild again. People swore the real Gucci never made it out of that prison alive. They claimed he was unloved in there and replaced by a government-made double to keep the truth buried. Then came the marriage to Keyshia, and that just poured gas on the rumors. Fans noticed how she was practically running every part of his life, from his social media to his schedule, even making sure he stayed on his medication. The whole thing gave serious handler vibes, and the internet wasn't letting that slide. Things got even crazier when Nicki Minaj jumped into the mix and went off on Keyshia for mentioning her name during a Breakfast Club interview. Nicki didn't hold back one bit. She claimed Keyshia was only in Gucci's life to keep him doped up and spend his money. Nicki said, Gucci wife has been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. That statement exploded online. People started connecting dots, saying if Nicki Minaj, of all people, was hinting that Gucci might be cloned and controlled, then maybe there was more to the story than anyone wanted to admit. Those clone rumors got a second life when Gucci's ex, Mac Breezy, came out swinging with some wild claims of her own. She said straight up that the real Gucci never made it out of prison, that he was unloved while locked up, and the man walking around now was a full-blown clone. According to her, when she saw Gucci after his release, she instantly felt that something was off. His vibe, his voice, even his eyes, everything felt different. Mac said every time she tried to talk to him, Keyshia would suddenly step in, all defensive and protective, almost like she didn't want them talking for too long. People started whispering that maybe Keyshia was scared Mac would figure out that the man standing in front of her wasn't the real Gucci at all. Crazy, right? And after Nicki Minaj's comments about Keyshia possibly being Gucci's handler, Mac Breezy came right back into the spotlight to double down on her story. This time, she dropped a whole song demanding the truth and even calling for the real Gucci's body to be released. She said something about this version of Gucci just didn't sit right, and that Keyshia definitely knew more than she was admitting. Eventually, Gucci decided to speak up about the whole cloning mess himself. He said, "In a way, I feel like I grew. I kind of morphed into a different person, shedding some of my old ways." But even with that calm explanation, a lot of people still weren't convinced. Fans kept side-eyeing his every move, wondering if this was really personal growth, or proof that the clone theory wasn't just a conspiracy after all. Gucci tried to set the record straight, saying, "I can say I grew up. I love the person I was. I love the person I am, and I love the person I grew to be. I tried to lose weight. I tried to take care of myself, change my thinking, my environment, and the ones that weren't benefiting me. Guess that's the transformation everybody's saying they can't believe, but I can believe it." His words sounded genuine, like a man proud of his growth, but even that didn't stop the internet from spiraling. Just when we thought the whole thing couldn't get any messier, Kanye West jumped in and poured gasoline on the fire. He hinted that Gucci might really be a clone. Now, Kanye's known for saying some wild stuff, but this time, people actually started paying attention because of the timing of his claims. See, folks haven't forgotten that Kanye himself was once rumored to have been cloned too. Remember when people swore the new Kanye didn't look or act like the old one? Some even said that while the industry didn't fully succeed in cloning him, they came dangerously close. That's why when Kanye said Gucci's a clone, fans felt like he might actually be speaking from experience, like he's seen what goes on behind the curtain. And to make things even crazier, rapper Hopsin once claimed on IG Live that certain industry elites forced him into being Gucci's clone, and that if he refused, they threatened to hurt his family. At first, everyone thought he was trolling, just joking around to chase a headline. But after Kanye's recent comments and all the weird inconsistencies in Gucci's behavior and rebrand since leaving prison, people are starting to think maybe Hopsin wasn't joking at all. Now the streets are buzzing again. Was this just wild internet talk, or are these stars really hinting at something deeper and darker behind the scenes? As always, the internet had a lot to say about this wild situation. One person commented, "We don't even see his eyes anymore." He had a particular color of brown to his eyes. They make him wear shades all the time. Another person added, "I remember that's not him, and we all know it." People are convinced something isn't right. Fans online are still split. Some think it's all just crazy talk, while others swear the man walking around today isn't the same Gucci we knew before. One person even said, if he's not a clone, then maybe it's the meds, or maybe he got laced or something, but something is definitely off. And honestly, a lot of folks are starting to agree that something just doesn't add up. So now the big question is, what do you think? Do you believe Kanye really exposed the truth about this whole clone situation? Or do you think people are just reaching again, turning rumors into conspiracies? Drop your thoughts down in the comments because this one's too wild to ignore. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Let's see what everyone thinks about this insane Gucci clone theory. You won't want to miss what's coming next.